I'd be tempted to dismiss this as hallucination resulting from long-term head trauma complications, but Tim came through with this one and managed to get hold of Ms. Patel's medical records. God knows how he got them, but he better not be using Institute funds to woo filing clerks again. Look, Tim, I'd love to discuss this further, but as you can see, I have a recording to
Oh,
do.
come on. Look, it's not a big deal. We just need to do a few of them again.
Out of the question.
It's just confusing if not. Like the garbage man statement.
Mr. Woodward?
Yeah, so you said that Alan Parfit was reported missing in August 2009, which had actually be 6 months after the statement had been given.
Obviously, it should have been 2008. I misspoke an 8 as a 9. What does it matter?
Well, someone noticed.
Who?
Josh Cole. Great guy. He's one of the students using our resources for a dissertation. Oh, and here, in Miss Montauk's statement about her father's killings, you refer to case 9220611 as case 110692. Oh, and don't get me started on the other case numbers around the hilltop hauntings. They're a mess.
Alleged hauntings. And who honestly cares if I misspoke case 9220611 as 110692? Another student?
Well, actually, yes. Samantha Emery. She's lovely. She's actually doing a PhD in manifestations.
I don't care. It's not enough that Gertrude left us with such a pointlessly awkward filing system. Half the time she doesn't even stay consistent in her own records.
To be honest with you, I don't really understand the system.
Last 3 digits of the year, then the day, then the month. I don't know why she did it like that, but I can't change it now.
Oh, okay. Alright, so what happens if more than one statement is given on the same day?
I don't know. It never came up. Was there anything else?
Oh, yeah, just one.
Good Lord.
So, in case 816-3103, it isn't clear if Albrecht's wife is called Clara or Carla, because you keep switching back and forth.
Well, I'm sorry if I found it hard to read a 200-year-old letter written in cursive by a native German speaker. Who complained about that one?
Oh, it's not a complaint. I just noticed, actually. Look, okay, I know you've been under a lot of pressure. It's not a big deal. I just think it might be worth re-recording these statements.
No. I don't have time. I still have a mountain of haphazard statements to get through, not to mention that I need to keep this wretched tape recorder on hand just in case I encounter one of the files too stubborn to work on anything else, and when I do, I have to actually read the damn thing, which is fine. It's fine. I just haven't been sleeping much these last few months. What with all this worm business, which reminds me, if you do see Elias, tell him thanks for the extra extinguishers.
Oh, yeah, sure. It's getting bad. I mean, Martin keeps showing me his tongue, asking if it looks infested. So what do you want me to do about these errors?
I really don't care. Put a post-it on the tapes or something. I'm not re-recording them. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Oh, yeah, sure, yep, I'll let you get back to it.
Right. And the old man and his companion. Who does that remind me of? If he wasn't dead, I'd think it might have been Trevor. Oh, yes?
Are you free?
Yes. Yes, I'm just about finished here. What is it?
Oh, nothing urgent. It's just Elias was asking a couple of questions about the delivery.
Delivery? What delivery?
Well, that's actually what he was asking. Apparently Martin took a delivery of a couple of items last week addressed to you. Did he not mention it?
No, Oh, yes, actually, I completely forgot. He said he put it in my desk drawer. Hold on.
What is it?
A lighter. an old Zippo.
You smoke?
No. And I don't allow ignition sources in my archive.
Okay. Is there anything unusual about it?
Not really. Just a sort of spiderweb design on the front. Doesn't mean anything to me. You?
No.
Well, show it to the others, see what they think. You said there was something else as well?
Oh, yes. Yeah, it was sent straight to the artifact storage. Table of some sort. Looks old. Quite pretty, though. Fascinating design on it.
Tim? Tim, it doesn't have a hole in it, does it? About 6 inches square.
I don't know, maybe? I'll be honest, I didn't really notice. It was quite...
Hypnotic, yes. Do you know who made the delivery? Did they sign in?
No. Sorry, no, I don't know.
I need to talk to Martin. End recording.
Working? Okay, test. What are you doing on the floor? Statement of Joe Spooky regarding sinister happenings in the downtown...
Tim, look out!
Sasha?
Behind you, run!
Oh.
I thought that wall was meant to be solid.
So did I. We don't have any sort of weapon, do we?
I mean, I suppose we could
Don't
use...
say the corkscrew.
Okay.
How many of them are outside the door?
I don't know. I can't see because the window is covered in worms.
Right. Damn. Well, Martin, I guess this is...
Hi, guys.
Tim?
Tim?
What the hell? I thought... How did you...
You made it!
Funny story, really. I ran into the office, worms everywhere, horrible death and everything. Tripped and fell into some boxes, and there were like 20 cans of gas in there.
Are you alright? You seem a bit...
Fine, gas, bit lightheaded. Not a lot of ventilation in the tunnels. Come on.
Into the tunnels?
Yeah, actually, not that many worms in there anymore. I think they've mostly gone into the archive. Although the ones down here are faster for some reason, and quieter.
You're not bitten, are you?
No, I don't think so. Have a look.
Yes, all right, Tim. You look fine. Put them back on, please.
Can you walk, John?
No, I can limp.
Then let's go.
Update. I don't know how long we've been down here. These tunnels are a maze, and we don't know where we are. We have
Martin's
4
gone.
of the... I'm getting to that. Martin has disappeared. Tim was right about there being fewer worms down here, but they are much faster, more aggressive. None of us have been hit yet, but during one of the more alarming encounters, Martin ran off.
He thought we were behind him, I think.
He didn't think at all. Tim was with me, and my leg slowed me down. He must have taken a turn we didn't see or something. We lost him. But Tim has managed to find what looks to be an actual trapdoor, so we won't need to bludgeon our way through any more drywall. I'm recording this in case...
In case the trapdoor opens back into the archives and Prentice is there to kill us.
In as many words, yes. Tim?
All right.
Shit.
Do you need much? I'd really like to go home.
I sympathize. It won't take more than a few minutes. I need the parts that weren't on tape at the time.
Sure. Just quarantine, you know. Not as much fun as it sounds.
You were certainly in there longer than I was. Everything all right?
Yeah. I just made some joke about itching and suddenly they were doing a whole bunch more tests.
Well, itching is
I know. I was trying to lighten the mood. I'm fine, though. Except for the holes. And the pain. And the blood. And the nightmares. Could have been worse, though, eh? Another couple of minutes and...
Yes, it was... Anyway, statement of Timothy Stoker, archival assistant at the Magnus Institute regarding the infestation by the entity formerly known as Jane Prentice. Statement recorded direct from subject, 29th July, 2016. Just take it from when you got back from lunch.
Well, I could tell something was wrong as soon as I got back.
was quiet. I mean, it's normally quiet, but it was dead quiet. I spotted the tape recorder lying on the ground and went over to see if it was damaged. And as I was checking it, I heard Sasha shouting. It's a bit of a blur, to be honest, because when I turned around, there she was. Prentice. Her face so full of holes, it's like my eyes are up here, but they're not, you know? They're just... She tried to say something, but I don't know. I couldn't really understand her through all the... So I could see the worms were coming through the floor, the walls everywhere, the whole "we're safe inside the archive" thing. Not so much. I don't know what I was going to do. I think I was going to try and hit her, but that's when Sasha knocked me to the floor. It was a good move, actually. Prentice didn't seem to expect it, and we crushed a lot of worms when we fell. They were slow to react, and we were running before they really went for us. I mean, all this happened in the space of a few seconds, so I'm not exactly certain. Sasha had to basically drag me behind her. I saw the shelf in front of us was about to topple. There were so many worms on it, so being the hero I am, I let go of her hand and told her to go get help. She made it out of the main door. I turned to run into the office. I was just trying to get a door between me and Prentice. I didn't know that's where you made the first hole. There were loads of them. Some jumped at me as I ran inside, so I dodged out of the way, but ended up sprawling into this pile of boxes that I thought were case files. Instead, I found myself lying on top of a whole bunch of CO2 canisters, which are damn hard, by the way. The worms were still coming, so I used them. I went full gas Rambo. After that, my memory gets a bit fuzzy. I think the paramedic called it respiratory acidosis, from breathing in all the carbon dioxide rather than your more traditional oxygen. I remember finishing the first few extinguishers, killing the things, but they kept coming, so I grabbed a few more and saw the massive hole in the wall. There didn't seem much point in staying, so I went into the tunnels. They were cold, dry. You know that worm smell, that earthy, rotten smell?
Oh, yes.
Well, yeah. There weren't so many down there. I think they were almost all in the archives. I have a theory, actually. I think they weren't ready to attack when you found the tunnels. It's like something in the Institute slows them down and makes them, sluggish. And that noise they make, that squirming sound, they don't make it when they're in the tunnels. I don't know why. It was only when they came into the Institute, maybe the light or the aircon or something, I'm not sure, but I think it made them weaker, and they've been down there for months, breeding, building up their numbers until there were enough to properly bury us. Except you found that hidden passage, and they had to act.
Maybe. Could you describe the tunnels?
You were there.
Humour me.
I remember they sloped down and up and around. I couldn't keep track of where I was. I did see some more worms, though. They were fast. I only saw a couple, but it was still proper jump scare territory. I got them, though. It was really surreal. I only had my phone's torch, and it was hard to keep an eye out. I was so lightheaded. I wandered for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes before I found a wall that seemed different. It looked like someone had just put some plasterboard over an entrance, and I could hear you and Martin on the other side. I broke through, and, well, you were there for the rest.
Quite. You weren't there when Martin found the body, though, were you?
No. I was quarantined, same as you.
And you didn't see it in the tunnels when you were first exploring?
No. I did see... maybe...
What?
No, it's just... I think I was still gassed and it was dark, but... I found a room.
Go on.
I didn't stay long, because it had a lot of worms in, and they weren't acting like the others. They were sort of wrapped wrapping around each other like they were trying to form a thing, like a structure or something. A ring. I was probably still out of my skull and half hallucinated the whole thing, but it looked like they were trying to make a doorway.
Doorway? Is it still there?
No. I pumped 2 full extinguishers into that room. Nothing was getting out.
Good. Good. Go home, Tim. Get some sleep.
Yeah, sure.
Careful. Shh.
Surprise! Jesus!
Happy birthday, boss.
Happy. Oh, are you okay?
No, Christ, one second.
Sorry, Tim wanted to surprise you and...
Snitch?
No, it's fine. Thank you. Just a shock.
Well, that's the idea.
Indeed. Though, honestly, the bottle of wine was just fine.
Yeah, as a decoy.
Yes, well, thank you. This is very elaborate of you.
Plus, it was kind of fun giving you a heart attack.
I'm sure. I noticed you didn't jump out at Martin when he had a birthday.
No, he's way too jumpy as it is. We were worried he might damage himself.
Hey! Well, I preferred going out for ice cream anyway.
Went for ice cream?
Yes, you were there.
You had rum and raisin and taught us all about emulsifiers.
Oh, right, yes. I remember.
Liar.
Well, thank you anyway. This is all very touching.
We just wanted to do something to lighten the mood, you know?
Yes, I'm aware it's been a rough start.
That's not what this was about. We just thought you could use a chance to unwind.
I suppose it couldn't hurt.
Knock, knock.
Double boss.
Elias?
I'm not too late for cake, am I?
There's a cake.
How did you... Martin, that was a secret.
I didn't say anything!
He didn't have to. Nothing escapes my notice, and I like to keep an eye out for this sort of thing.
Well, it's good to see you.
Yes. Come in.
So, how old is the birthday boy?
38.
Liar?
How would you know?
Well, does someone need to change their password again?
What? Sasha, have you been going through my computer?
Definitely not. No idea what he's talking
Of
about.
course not.
It's really not appropriate.
Oh, come on, guys!
Anyway, did somebody mention cake?
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I did, didn't I?
All right. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag now anyway. Look, just give me a second. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Right. Happy birthday, dear archivist. Happy birthday to you.
Right, yes, thank you. I do hope you're not planning to light those candles.
Oh, goodness. A source of ignition in the archives? Uh-oh.
Tim.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, my hand slipped. And again, and again, and a couple more times here. I'm so clumsy today. That is a lot of fire.
I'm really not comfortable with...
So, blow them out then.
Oh. Right, yes.
And make a wish.
If I wish for you all to go away, do you think it'll work?
He's so grumpy today, isn't he, Martin?
Do
you think it's his looming sense of mortality?
I don't
Fine.
Hey! So, what did you wish for?
I can't tell you.
He wished for a little bit of peace and quiet.
Was it that obvious?
Oh, I wouldn't worry, John. It's an archive. Quiet is very much the course du jour.
Well, after the party, at least. Wine? Anyone?
Tim, it's 11 in the morning.
Yeah, at your birthday party.
I really don't think it's
I'll
appropriate.
allow it. In fact, I'll join you.
Oh, okay, all right then.
Martin?
I mean, I don't normally drink wine, you know, tannins are a proven headache trigger, and so...
Martin.
Yeah, sure, maybe just a drop.
You know that there's a lot of tannin in tea as well.
What?
Hang on, have you been recording this?
Oh, yeah. I just thought it might be nice. You know, something to look back on when we're all old and sick of each other.
You probably should have told us, Tim.
What, are you afraid we're going to get sued over the happy birthday song?
Oh, well, I am now.
It's just a bit of a privacy thing.
Hypocrite.
All right, fine. Look, I'm turning it off. Any last words for your future selves?
Yes. Fire Tim.
This it?
Oh, thank God. I thought I was seeing things.
Glad I could help.
I didn't know he was actually going to ask me to get it for him. I just mentioned it because he was talking about recording.
Well, I'm sure he's waiting.
He can wait a bit longer.
Fantastic. Good of you to volunteer to help me.
I didn't actually...
Grab a stapler.
Fine. What are we doing?
John's been getting frustrated with all the loose statement sheets around. I'm going box by box, collating and stapling them. And now, so are you.
If you say so.
I do.
So, how are you finding our new leader?
All right, I suppose. Early days yet.
Sure. Do you think he knows what he's doing?
He'll get there. I just wish he didn't take it out on Martin in the meantime.
If only there had been someone more qualified.
Tim.
Sasha.
It's Elias's decision.
It's some sexist bullshit is what it is.
I mean, probably.
Look, it should have been you, and you just know if you had called him out, the little weasel would start talking about traditions and the values of our esteemed founder, Jimmy Magma. Joni Magnum?
Closer.
Jack Magnet.
That's the one.
I'm serious, though. You should say something.
Tim, I've been in academia for 10 years now? I know how this goes. I didn't get the job. If I kick up a stink, I'll just get blackballed.
Yeah. What if we kill him?
What, Elias?
No. Big Boss Sims. Cut the brakes on his office chair. No one would ever know. Swap in a poison tea bag. Pin it on Martin. The perfect crime.
And how do you know that you won't be the one that gets it? That boy makes a lot of tea.
Oh, it's okay. I spent the last few years building up an immunity to iocane powder. So what are you going to do?
I don't know, really. Might just get another job.
What, seriously? Just jump ship?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, there's not much out there at the moment, but I've got a few alerts set up.
I can't believe you just abandoned our intense will they, won't they storyline like that.
I'm pretty sure we established it's very much won't they.
No. See, we had the ill-advised hookup, the awkward aftermath, and the gradually rebuilt friendship, but that's all Season 2 stuff. We've got like 5 more seasons before we get the heartwarming epilogue that makes it canon.
I know it's hard to hear, mate, but you're not the love interest. I think you might be the character they drop after the pilot.
Wow, you are vicious today.
Sorry, Tim. I can't hear you over all this stapling. I guess it's just... I just don't have anything keeping me here. You've got your brother.
Yeah.
Sorry. And Martin can't go anywhere that'll look too hard at his CV.
Wait, how do you know about that?
It's all on the system. Our digital security is shocking, by the way. Besides, it's not even a good lie.
Okay, but seriously, you cannot let Martin know. He'll think I told you, and I swore to keep stum.
Hey, don't worry, I kind of just ended up here. And I like it. Liked it. But if I'm bashing my head against the glass ceiling, it's time to go.
Well, I'll miss you.
Yeah, you will.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, Tim's so hard to talk to. Seriously, he won't stop making jokes and references. Not like Sasha. They've got no idea.
And they never will.
Seriously, though, everyone thinks you're just this reliable, down-to-earth nerd.
And what makes you think they're wrong?
So what? Actually, I'm the one who doesn't get to see the real you?
No such thing.
As what?
A real you? I don't think so, at least. It's all just masks.
All right, Stanislavski.
You know what I mean.
You really believe that?
Kind of. I mean, who knows why we do what we do?
I do.
No. All you know is what your brain does to justify what you do. It's no more reason than the face you put on for John. The only real you is the actions you take.
Hey, I'll have you know, I have a rich inner life.
How nice for you. But hurry up with your outer one. You're falling behind and I'm not saving you any staples.
Yeah. I still can't believe Gertrude was allowed to let this place get into such a state.
I just want to know why.
What do you mean, why? You saw her. She's like 100 years old and more cardigan than woman. She just started to lose it. Sad, but it happens.
You never talked to her, did you?
Well, I mean,
I must have at some point.
You'd remember.
Why? What was she like?
Stone cold bitch.
Sasha!
And sharper than you. No way this is accidental.
Oh yeah, this is all a big geriatric conspiracy. Wait, seriously?
Mm-hmm.
What possible reason could she have for being criminally incompetent in a manky old archive?
No idea. And honestly, it kind of worries me.
Well, tell you what. If you get eaten alive by improperly filed statements, me and Martin will avenge you.
Well, aren't you sweet?
I mean it. We'll burn this place to the ground. It'll be all like, Sasha! Sasha!
And what about John?
Well, given the incoherence of this statement, I find it hard to believe it ever occurred. In fact, based on the evidence, I find it highly unlikely this Sasha ever even existed at all.
No, you took it too far. I'm unforgettable.
All right. He fires you because of all the drugs and the wild orgies on archive property.
Yeah, that's fair. Now, get back to work.
Yes, ma'am. See? Told you you'd make a good boss.
Epiphany by M. K. Blackwood. I was not expecting this. This was so much more. You have stayed the hungry hunters. You have locked death's door. For all your skulking, slinking, sneering, for all I was fearing, I was not expecting this. For you to step into the light and reveal yourself. I see you. I see the lamb you hide under the wolf's skin. I was...
Martin! What are you up to?
Nothing. Notes. Notes, yes. Taking notes. Can I help you?
Oh,
at all?
I thought I'd see how quarantine sleepaway camp is treating you.
Oh.
Brought down a change of sheets for your cot, so thought you might need it.
Oh, thanks, Tim. That's really kind.
Anything on your mind?
Oh, plenty. Homesick. Mortal terror, you know, the usual. I was actually thinking of trying to go see my mum, but, well, the worms and, plus sometimes she can be...
Yeah, that's great. Anything else?
What?
Oh, come off it, Martin. I saw you in the break room the other day.
How do you mean?
Sasha and I were hosing down some of our little visitors with a friendly CO2 bath, and you could hardly be bothered by any of it. You were just there, staring wistfully off into space, running a finger around the rim of your mug.
I was distracted.
You like someone.
Well, that's... I could... I really don't.
Called it. Sasha owes me a $5. So, who is it?
I don't have to tell you anything.
Is it Rosie? I know you've been talking about her a lot lately.
Is this an interrogation now?
So it is Rosie.
No, it's not Rosie.
Oh,
Tim, listen.
all right, we're getting somewhere. Oh, it's not David, is it?
What?
Oh, Martin, you can do better. I mean, did you see what he was wearing?
It's not David, and I don't want to do this, okay? Now, if you could just please let me get back
Hannah's married. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not her.
No.
Wait, are you being so dodgy about this because it's one of us? This is Sasha, is it?
Tim, I'm literally begging you.
All right, fine. Have it your way. Keep your precious secrets, but between you and me, can I at least offer you a little advice?
I get the feeling you're going to anyway.
Look, nobody's gonna notice you if you don't notice yourself first.
What?
Okay, look, that came out wrong. Look, what I mean is, take care of yourself. Because I know you, Martin. You will give yourself away until there's nothing left of you to love.
That's not fair.
Oh, it's true. And you know it.
Maybe.
Look, I'm telling you this as a friend. Just think about it, okay? Whoever this is, they'll see how great you are, not because of what you have to give away, but because of where you stand firm. And after all of, well, whatever the hell's been happening here, you deserve something for yourself.
Hey, that really means a lot. Thanks, I will think about it.
Good. All right, well, I'm going to head out. I've got some books to take back to the library.
Take care of yourself, too.
Always do.
Pew, pew. Right, where was I? Yeah, okay. I was not expecting this, for the sharp pain of jaws to give way to you. Oh my God, Tim!
Sorry.
Normal people not. Normal people not.
Sorry.
Tim.
Hey, it's not me, is it?
Would you stop?
Because if it is, you know, dance card's open.
Just go away. Just go away.
Just putting
Tim.
it out there. All right.
Okay.